I'm going to break precedent and not talk about the company. I just want to explain one thing. I was premature when I was born. My mother was told, having been 6 months in labour more or less, that your son will be born, but he'll either be very severely handicapped or he'll die. So I came out 3 months premature, and obviously I was put straight into what I used to think was called an elevator. It was an incubator, so I was kind of told it was kind of a write-off. So during school, I hated school. I left after the inter-cert. I had no interest in it whatsoever. I then just started touring and doing what became natural to me, which was drumming. And then I was involved in a company in Galway called Mockness, and they had a sister company called Mock Show. And one day, the general manager of the company said to me, "Johnny, I'm leaving." He was going to become the arts festival manager, and he says, "I want you to take over as managing director." I looked at him and says, "What's a managing director?" So I was in a situation where I had no business acumen whatsoever, and I was put into this driving seat. And it was a case for me of actually just do or die, sink or swim, and just get on with it. So then, next thing I knew, then I was as managing director for a couple of years, involved in everything from the Ryder Cup to what we would call the bread and butter gigs all over the world. And then 2 years ago, I loved dreaming up big ideas. I liked proposing stuff that I knew I couldn't do because it forced me to actually think out of the box. Because as far as I'm concerned, to this day, I'm crap at percussion, I'm a crap managing director, and that's the way I have to think. Because you have to think out of the box to propel yourself into something that you feel you can't do, but it drives you to actually get on top of yourself and get that motion going, if you like. So I basically sat down with the company. I left the company I was involved in, and I set up Arcana 3 years ago. And over the last couple of years, we've travelled all over the world, which has been great. But a lot of that came out of the fact that we went and pitched things. We travelled abroad, and we pitched for the Olympics. We pitched for the Volvo Ocean Race around the world. We pitched for these things. The next thing you know, you're in China and you're performing at an event at the same time as people in Crow Park with the company involved, and you're just all over the world. But that comes from thinking out of the box. It also comes from actually having a rhythm, and having a rhythm with people within your organisation. Because what people don't do in companies nowadays is have creative time. You spend your time firefighting. The best things that happen in a company with yourself is the time that you spend thinking about what you're going to do. Somebody said Miles Davis was one of the best musicians in the world, not because of what he played, but because of what he didn't play. He understood to stand back, think about what you're going to do, and then make it happen. To another analogy, which is a bit dirty, but I'll explain it to you. It's Daddy Bull and Little Bull on the top of the mountain. Little Bull said, Daddy, let's run down and ride that cow." And Daddy said, "No, son. Let's take our time, walk down, and we'll ride them all." The analogy is, stop and think and dream up ideas. Every company should spend at least 25% of their time thinking about how to think out of the box, think about what other people aren't doing, what you can do. Don't ever feel that you can't aspire to do it, or that it's out of your realm of what you do for a living. Dream up the impossible and make it happen. The country at the moment is in shite. And in actual fact, it's not the government that's going to get us out of this, it's you people. It's you, actually. We're responsible for the next generation. And if you don't think like that, we're in trouble. You've got to just step up to the plate and think out of the box. The bike man, where is he? Where's the bike fella that spoke earlier? He's gone. Set up in England. Set up in America. Think out of the box. Move forward. There is nothing. We've got to think as a nation that there's actually nothing that we can't do. The Americans, God love them, everyone thinks in America, you know what, one day I'm going to be president. You have an American person standing at the base of a hill, looking up the mansion up on the hill, and the American person says, one day I want to be like him. The Irish person on the base of the mountain, looking up at the mansion, would go, one day I'm going to get that bastard. We've got to think like Americans. I'm not pro anybody, but what I'm saying is that they think everything is possible, and that is the way we have to think now. We actually owe it to the next generation to think out of the box. I'm involved in projects where I met the board there lately, and the board says, Johnny, your target should be X, Y, and Z next. Double it. Because I knew it wasn't going to happen. And guess what? 2 days ago, I actually hit it. For the end of this year, I've already doubled what we projected is going to happen. That doesn't make me great. In Ireland, people will say, fair play to him. And then there's a percentage that will go, prick. Guys, do you know what? Actually, I'm finished. All I'm saying is, think out of the box, stand back, make it happen yourselves, because it's our responsibility. Thank you.